You may have seen this clip going viral this past week. We've had a bit of a Hall of Fame Brainworms airplane freakout, and it's making the rounds.
Yeah, you shouldn't get out of your fat as shit. You disgusting fat.
We're going to dive into this one and then touch on a little update that's happened since this particular viral incident. Let's see what's happening on Southwest Airlines here.
Stay there.
Don't
Let
touch
me show.
people.
Don't touch her.
No.
Don't touch her.
Don't touch
No, this is where her asshole is.
Do not touch her.
Look at her.
Shut up. Don't touch me. Miss, step back. Não encosta nela. Let go. Não encosta nela. Tira a mão. Let go. Let go. Let go. Let go.
That escalated quickly.
Tira a mão.
First impressions, Ed Hardy hat, tinsel integrated in her long, straightened jet black hair, lipstick a little too red for her complexion, and some overdone eye makeup. I mean, was it ever really a question that this girl was going to be a problem on this flight? If you put her in a lineup with like 20 other random people on that flight and ask me, who's going to be the problem here? Boom, this chick right here. An aesthetic that screams public freakout, and sure enough, here we are. Well, Leon, you can't judge her by the way she looked. Yeah, you can. Sometimes you can. Sometimes.
I'm not.
So she should.
I'm not even touching your hair, bitch.
You are?
You need to let
You
go.
are,
You need those
though.
911.
You need to let go.
911 back.
You need to let go right now. No.
Tremendous.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to sit next to a fucking fat lady.
Allegedly, from what I understand after looking into this all started because she was upset she had to sit next to a larger woman. I mean, which honestly, like, it's a reasonable thing to be upset over. Airplanes get a little tight when it's filled with American diet enjoyers. But it's not a reason to start a fist fight and, you know, get arrested. Certainly. I have a similar problem on flights, honestly, but it's not my ass, it's my shoulders, which are deviously broad. So I can't sit square. I have to sit like this the entire flight, or I just end up being in someone else's lap. Like, these are the airplane seats, and if I sat square, I would be resting on the thighs of the people next to me. Very uncomfortable to sit like this for like 5 hours anytime you fly to California, whatever, but it is what it is. You just suck it up and you deal with it.
You guys are already past the point of no return. You're already past the point of no return.
Let go of her hair, miss.
Y'all see me. You know what's going on. It's just retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground. Put me on the ground.
Probably a good idea.
Look at this fat lady. Look at this fat ass bitch. She can't even, look, you can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit.
Get your story straight here. Fat ass bitch, can't see her stomach? Those things seem a little bit antithetical, I would say.
Look at this fat ass bitch. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed. You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the fuck up.
Who is Alana?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fucking dude. He's never gonna lay it again.
What?
Okay, I'm sorry, black guy. My boyfriend's black, so shut the fuck up. My boyfriend's fucking a black guy. My boyfriend's a black. My boyfriend's black.
Bro,
my
what are you
boyfriend's
talking
a
about,
fucking
man?
black guy.
Miss, for the sake of everyone watching, is your boyfriend black or is your boyfriend fucking a black guy? I know you're getting a little amped up here and it's maybe tough to get the words in the right order, but phonetically these are very similar. They just have wildly different implications here. I think they're both fine, really, but it would be nice for the audience and myself to know.
You're joking.
Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just vile human beings. I mean, this is interestingly, we've seen a lot of body cams on this channel where similar behavior, they freak out typically in police custody and they have to put a spit hood on because when they're grasping for some last bastion of control after they've been cuffed and stuff, they start spitting. Just the worst type of human being.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, full of shit done. Shut the fuck up.
Holy shit, she's like a time capsule from the Jersey Shore era of MTV. At least Snooki had the defense of having a team of writers that were fabricating dramatic situations. What's this bitch's excuse? Truly gross behavior, deserving of an asylum, honestly, but culturally those aren't allowed anymore, right? Inhumane, they said. So instead we've let camera phones turn all of our brains into the asylums because insane people like this just live rent-free in our heads now as they terrorize our civilized way of living. Thank you, cell phones and social media. I do it to myself willingly. I know I'm not a victim here, and you guys are on my channel, so you can do it to yourselves too. But you know what it is? We like to stay abreast of what's going on out there. Let's see what's going on in part 2, shall we? She's subdued multiple flight attendants.
Ugly ass bitch, you're so fucking ugly.
You guys, I need
You
guys
never
to
got laid in your
right
life.
now.
Your boyfriend's dick is like 2 inches big. That's embarrassing.
Such a weird,
I'm so sorry about your boyfriend.
just like
That's horrible.
endlessly denigrating everyone around you for what, though? It's like some sort of.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Oh my god, if we were playing Body Cam Bingo, we'd be checking a few boxes right now.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Shut the f up. I can't breathe. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah,
Oh, here we go.
you. Nobody's touching me. You're not letting me go, motherfucker.
It was in this moment she realized she fucked up. Upside down in an airplane aisle, flailing your legs with, I don't know, your hands tied behind your back with zip ties, maybe? I'm not sure.
You're corny as fuck.
You're corny as fuck.
Letting me go.
That's ironic.
Get out.
Yeah, you shouldn't get out. You're fat as shit. You disgusting fat as pig.
We're going to learn a little bit more about this girl after this concludes.
Shut the f. Can anybody do something, please? Get the f.
You got to wait for the cops to get there, right?
Yeah, okay, then
Zip tie the legs, too. Just hog tie her and haul her out.
Okay, I'm sorry. My boyfriend is black. You need to shut the fuck up.
Now, is he black or is he fucking a black guy?
No, my boyfriend's
Still want to get to the bottom of that. The freak out, the I can't breathe, the tears. A lot of common characteristics between.
Kim, leave me the f alone. Look at that ugly ass bitch. No. You're so fat. Leave me a
I would rather her.
You're disgusting. Don't f***ing touch me.
So why don't you jump over here? She can damage this stuff, but
Yeah, I'll damage all your shit. I'm not damaging anything, bro.
Is there a news story or anything about this? I saw part 1, but what's actually happening to make this lady go crazy on that one passenger? I think she was upset that her boyfriend is fucking a black guy. Yeah, that part was good. But in fact, there's been a little bit of an update. Thanks to a YouTube channel that goes by The Reckoning, he covered this situation, shows both videos, and then gets a little bit into who she is near the end here. There was also a second perspective, obviously, from other people on the flight.
I can't hear you, ugly ass dude. My knees never.
Even before
All kind of
people
the
found
same. It's same thing going on, though. The customer involved in the incident was removed from the flight and denied boarding, said Southwest Airlines. We commend our team for their professionalism during the incident. Here she is
for their
being
professionalism,
hauled
zip-tied,
out.
screaming and spitting into the sunset.
They tried a wheelchair at first, and I guess she was continuing to kick and spit, so they just had to strap her down to a gurney.
And by the next day, we knew that she was 32-year-old Leanna Perry.
Aha.
And she might have been discovered so quickly because she was actually a high-profile designer
Bit of a
from New
neat-
York who had worked with a bunch of major brands before and had a portfolio of such collaborations as Shein and Maybelline. And
Bit of a New York City designer, this one. Had a small Instagram footprint. I believe most of her shit is privated now, unsurprisingly, as is tradition in situations like this. The bizarre outburst led witnesses to describe Perry as seeming possessed before she was escorted off and arrested. They first took her to the local hospital because she was claiming she couldn't breathe. Classic. Before they handed her over to the New York City Department of Corrections. She's since been charged with aggravated assault. She's actually had other charges drummed up, I believe, which we'll find out here in a second. You have to assume alcohol, at the very least, was involved at the typical airport. You know, people waiting for flights get a little tuned up, maybe some drugs as well, and just a touch of mental illness.
after her little hospital visit, and then released, at which point she quite clearly took the opportunity to do a little social media cleanup because everything went private and her website went down immediately.
She was charged with resisting arrest, obstructing governmental administration, disorderly conduct, 3 counts of harassment, and 3 counts of attempted assault, according to the complaint. So that's quite a rap sheet there. I believe she has to show up in court in September. So curious to see how this one pans out. Interestingly enough, though, after this went super viral, somebody else came forward that apparently had an incident with this girl somewhat recently as well, and I'll let her explain that.
Okay, let's jump in. So since July of 2022, like I never knew the name of the person that did this to me. When I recognized
2022, never mind, it was years ago that this happened, but
clicked for me. And I'm just walking down my street with my chihuahua. We're like literally like I don't even know how many steps away from the front door of my building. I live in a condo building. And she was dressed kind of cute. And so she was just in my eyesight. Then I see her dog take a huge shit right in front of my building. So
Tracks.
I was like, okay, she keeps
Wouldn't pick
walking.
it up, though.
It doesn't faze her. Like
she absolutely screams like she's the type of girl to own a dog in a city with not many places to walk a dog that you let shit on other people's property and don't clean up. That's that's to a T exactly what I would expect this bitch to be doing outside of her absolutely melting down on an airplane.
She left it, and the dog that she was walking was kind of big, so it was big shit. And I'm like, hey, do you need a bag? And she keeps walking, and I'm just like, I was so annoyed. So I went and I picked up her dog's poo in the bag that I was going to give to her, and she was still walking in front of me, and I was like, hey, and she looked back at me, and I go, it was really easy. All you could have done is picked it up. And then I showed it to her, and I was like, please, next time pick up after your dog. And then I threw the bag in the trash can that's in front of our building. Like, yes, I kind of.
So she rambles a bit, but to summarize, after she confronted about her not picking up her dog shit, she antagonized her a bit, and then this girl, whatever her name is, Leanne or whatever, essentially like charged at her as if she was going to hit her, and she like sprinted back and went into her house to avoid the conflict. Eventually things cool down. She goes on her way until
next morning at 7 in the morning, I leave the building to go to my morning workout, and the entire front of our building is covered in feces.
No.
Yeah. Like, it's summer, it's July, so you can imagine how that,
Stuck.
Yeah. And it was just everywhere. It was like, I don't know if it's human or dog, but it was a lot of it, like it was, if it was a dog or human, it was like multiple. It was like saved up.
Wow. And that was the next day, you said?
Yeah, 7 in the.
So she left, gathered as much shit as possible, human shit or dog shit, maybe both, I don't know, went back to this woman's house, dumped it all over her stoop. She just so happens to have a little bit of security footage of it.
With a bag of feces and just putting it there and putting it all over. We have the angle that you see is like from the
absolutely
side,
unhinged, all because she got confronted for letting her dog shit on that person's property without cleaning it up.
Oh my God. She has to document.
Classic.
So, whilst walking her dog, Leanna Perry committed an egregious social faux pas.
So there she is. Clearly this woman's unwell, and, what can you say? It's not like you're going to get criticized. This is going to fuck up her life a little bit now that she finally went viral. It is like, it's only a matter of time for people like this typically before something like this happens. And it makes you wonder just how many people's lives she has made absolutely miserable in her tenure as a 32-year-old human. Like, how do you get through life as this type of person? It's truly depressing, honestly, when I think about it. Like, what is the solution for people like this? Clearly they can't integrate in an even modestly civilized society. They kind of slink around for a little bit, but eventually get blown up on the internet because they just can't help themselves. There's no subsidized systems in place to care for her in a way that's humane, really. No asylums. And eventually it's probably just trips through the judicial system with brief periods of intense public meltdowns or something when she's not being housed by some sort of facility propped up by our tax dollars that isn't really equipped to meet her rehabilitation needs. If rehab's even a possibility or on the table, I think some people are just born to exist this way, and it's just kind of like an unfortunate reality of life. But I watch shit like this and I'm just forever grateful that I was raised by loving, well-adjusted parents. But listen, that's not an excuse. There's a lot of people that were raised like shit and had terrible childhoods that turn out to be incredible people. So, I don't know, luck of the draw, genetics, who knows what it is. All I know is everyone has a cell phone now, bitch, so you gotta try and at least do a little bit of a better job of hiding it. That's the story. Hope we can get a little more information once her case goes to trial in September. We'll keep our eyes peeled over here on Lush News. Lush Brainworms News. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Make sure you hip thrust that motherfucking like button before you go. And if you could subscribe if you haven't, that would mean the world to me. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.